Welcome to This Startup is Being Recorded. This recording is improvised fiction. Similarities between it and the real world are entirely intentional. Now, enjoy the recording.
Okay, hey everybody, happy Wednesday. We have hopefully a meeting that'll fit into 30 minutes today, but we'll see. We do have a couple folks joining us around the content rebranding. And for the couple of new folks, we do record all of our meetings here. We just think it's really important for the history of this company that any employees, new or future, have the ability to really download all the information about us and become the most embedded employees they can. So hope that's okay. We're already recording. And yeah, I guess the point of this meeting is to hear some of the pitches you have around content, which will go well with our new name that is still to be decided. But before we dig into that, let's just introduce everybody. Maybe the Meta Market folks can start. I'm Kate Manchette. I am the chief of staff here. I work under John. John, of course, is our CEO. I believe he has met you both before, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Big John guys.
You big John guys. Great.
Huge fans of John over here.
Great.
Amazing. Most people don't have enough time with John to really become fans, but
Form an opinion at all.
right. Anyway, who else wants to go?
Go, Kalafia Naranova. I am the chief creative czar at Meta Market and excited to see what you guys come up with.
Yeah. I'm Eric Joy Carter, chief product officer. I'm tired of saying it formally or soon to no longer be Meta Market.
Yeah.
So really excited for this meeting, and hopefully we can make one more step towards actually having a name.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Matt, Matt.Yachts, and I'm the CTO here at Meta Market and whatever. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves for the stream?
Oh, yeah, sure. I am Matt Matthews for Big Matt's content.
Big Matt's
excited
content.
We at BMC are excited to work with you guys.
And I am Matt Matthews with Big Matt's content. We at BMC are really excited to work with you guys.
Wait. Sorry, which Matt?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you meant.
Wait, are you both? You're both named Matt.
Yeah.
The two of them, or
Well, you're all named Matt.
Yeah, I'm a Matt.
Yachts. So we've got Matt.
Okay,
Matt.
big Matt's content. I guess what are your real
so
names?
one of
I
you,
guess?
Big Matt? Like
My father.
Oh.
Right.
Got it. Is he part of the company too?
He was. He's no longer with us, unfortunately.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. My father was also he was a pretty big Matt.
Then.
But
And
not
he was
the
also part of
Big
the-
Matt.
Not part of the company.
Okay.
No
Got it.
relation.
No relation to the company, just a relation to the Matt.
A Matt relation.
Matt.
Right.
Okay. Well, now we've got all our names out of the way. Do y'all want to get started? And I guess jump right into what you've got. And maybe give an overview too, of course, for the stream of, how we got started on this project and the goals and all that.
Yeah, absolutely. So when we were talking to John, he told us about, the rebranding, the whole meta issue with the names and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we are a company who specializes in branded content. So,
Great.
where would Tylenol PM be without the Matrix? Or
Right.
we like to we like to do content that doesn't seem like advertising, but
Okay.
that gets your name out there and that gets the product in front of people. So really excited to be
cool.
working with you guys with the currently known as Meta Market.
Mhm.
Matt, did I miss anything? Do you want to
Yeah, Matt, what do you think?
Sorry, me. I'm not that familiar with your company, honestly. That sounded right.
All right.
I think he was
Well,
talking to me.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Right.
Great. And I mean, as we talked about over the dinner that we had with you without knowing that we were meeting with you, yeah, I didn't know if it's just like monthly Olive Garden team dinners are really our big time to spend together. So it was surprising you were there last month. But either way, glad John sent you. And
breadsticks.
yeah, the breadsticks really brought everyone together.
We were family.
Yeah.
That's
I
one of
don't know if-
ours.
That's one of yours. That's one of yours?
Wow.
The family
Oh.
line?
I mean, not with Olive Garden. It was with
Fast
a
and
different.
Furious
that
stuff?
was-
Fast and the
that-
Furious?
Smaller.
Smaller. Oh, nothing comes to mind. What
Like
other family branding is there?
the stall.
So there's a little place behind the Olive Garden called Tomato Pasture, and if you're there,
Oh.
we are family.
Like
Did it come
physically.
after or before the Olive Garden?
Timelines don't really
Timelines.
matter.
Got it. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
great.
I mean,
It's always a-
timelines do matter for
Yeah.
things like copywriting of, slogans and
It's
whatnot.
not.
But
So it's not the same slogan. When you're there, we're family.
Got
So
it.
are you ever part of the family or not? That really makes you think. I can see how that's an ear one. Like, yes, people.
Yeah.
Oh, and what
Yeah.
is this brand? Okay.
Yeah.
I
like your
listening.
question, but I
Thank
want
you.
you to think about it.
Right.
I want you to figure that out.
I can tell. Okay.
It does make you think. It makes you question the concept of family. Who's in the family? What is a
Mhm.
family?
Thanks,
Yeah.
Matt.
well, I'm
welcome.
sure that's not one of the slogans you would come up with for us. I assume so.
Hold on, I'm gonna mark something out real quick.
Sure.
Okay,
And
go ahead.
just to put everything on the table, I don't recall what we talked about at Olive Garden, but Bugsby, our world famous mascot, now a self-sovereign person out in the world, did recently do an appearance. I think it has yet to air on NCIS.
Why are we
And
bring this up?
I just thought it's branded content, Calathea, and I thought we should be really clear. We have been doing tie-ins. So
Yeah.
just so that the Mats are aware of that.
Though notably, the embroidered couch that was also featured on NCIS, we are no longer stocking those. So
Correct.
if you have anything related to the embroidery, that would also be something to cut.
Okay, good to know.
Anyway, I think we've taken up, so much time dwelling on the Olive Garden, tomato field or whatever that was,
Pastor.
pasture. Tomatoes don't grow in pastures. Anyway, go right ahead. Maybe hit us with what you've got. What's the best?
Oh, you want me to skip to the best, or just we've got a big idea that I was kind of holding for, like, the finale,
Okay.
if that's okay. But
Sure.
I've got a couple other ideas here. So I like Bugsy. I like Bugsy as a character. I like Bugsy as a mascot. I want to know.
Oh, sorry. It's Bugs B. There's a second B sound in there.
Okay, I got
Bugsley.
hold on, I'm gonna make some note. Okay, so that idea is not gonna work if he's got that B.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Do you have a bug
So-
themed slogan? Sorry, cutting you off. Go ahead.
So moving past that, but I do like Bugsby, and I think I want to know sort of his story, where he's come from. I love that he was in an episode of
NCIS,
because this first idea we have to present you guys, we like to call Die Firm.
Okay.
So Bugsby would be a cop who is estranged from his wife. He's traveling to visit for Shark Week, and he gets caught up in an international terror incident, and he saves the day.
Oh, wow.
And just to add to that really quick, are you guys firm on Bugsby?
That's his name.
Yep.
I
Because
mean,
the Bugsy idea is really good.
yeah, this is, our mascot, and again, a person in its own right. So it's not a piece of creative that we can just change.
Okay. Die firm.
Right. I don't recall the content discussions about Bugsby from before I joined MetaMarket, but are we cool with Bugsby being a cop? Feels
yeah, I don't really think that really fits in with the Bugsby brand. I just also want to make sure, like, when we're pitching these ideas, are we assuming that there are going to be like well-known actors in this ad marketing experience?
Well, I think that the idea is for Bugsby themselves to be in this ad.
Okay.
Get the face out there, get the brand out there.
Sure.
We did get Bruce Williams for this.
Who?
Bruce Williams.
You're already sourcing actors?
Wow. He's great in that Campbell Soup commercial.
I think maybe some of us are missing the point of this, which is this sounds extremely like a movie that already exists that probably doesn't just let anyone make commercials that are based off of this.
I'm going to stop you there.
Okay.
Matt, continue.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, you meant.
Oh, me?
Yeah, just keep going.
Can we call him Big Matt or something? Will that be better?
Matthews.
Is that a thing between the two of you? Like, which one of you is the Big Matt?
Well, it's going to really upset Big Matt, who's
I thought he was dead.
In heaven now.
Fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Matt, continue.
But wait, I'm sorry. Kay, you said this is already a movie? What do you mean?
The name Die Firm, it's like Die Hard, but with one synonym.
Oh, I see.
I can't believe it. Yeah, love that movie.
No, okay, so that's a
Again,
common
not the
misconception. Common misconception. In the movie Die Hard, it is Christmas. It's not Shark Week.
Yeah. That actually brings up another question I had. Since Bugsy's been in an episode of NCIS, which is a CBS property.
Why do we bring this up again?
Well, I'm just the logistics of this and the licensing. There's going to be a non-compete from that, and Discovery is its own network. And there's no way they would let us run a Discovery product if he's been on a CBS show in the last 6 months.
This is a different Shark Week.
Oh, there's another Shark Week.
It's like a week. This is a week for sharks.
Is it organized by sharks themselves?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so great.
The Sharks, the Sharks. This is their week.
From West Side Story?
Warmer.
Help me out.
The Sharks,
The one swimming in the ocean?
It could be.
The New York Aquarium Sharks. I don't know.
Matt's, I think you have it in your notes.
Are they about actual sharks, like fish, cartilage?
So, I'm sorry for the confusion.
Sharks.
We're talking about loan sharks.
I'm sorry.
Sharks.
I'm sorry. You want Bugsby to be associated with loan sharks?
This is a rare case where I might actually be okay with him being a cop, though, if he's kind of busting, unscrupulous loan sharks.
Yeah,
getting college students back into the couch market.
I just want to be really clear after the Mark Hamill fiasco, though, since we are going down like a cop-like line, that I refuse to work with William Peterson, Sam Watterson, David James Elliott, Scott Bakula, or Tom Selleck.
It's really too bad about Scott Bakula.
Okay.
I'm going to cross some things out here.
Yeah. We got to adjust our notes. I'm so sorry. I didn't know any of this coming in. Okay, well, let's table.
Is that tire 3-ring binder full of ideas? Because
Wow.
Wait, I only scheduled 30 minutes for this.
This is my ideas notebook. It hasn't all been generated for MetaMarket. It's just sort of I carry it with me and jot some things down whenever I get inspired or go to the movies or something like that. So let's table diaphragm for now.
Yep.
And just
Great.
Yeah.
because it sounds like we have some things to explore there if we're gonna go further. So moving on. I know so cop was maybe not your bag, but Sheriff Bugsby, how does that grab you?
I mean, that's a cop also.
It's a hard one.
Right.
Yeah. Especially if you're, I would assume a sheriff that you're going with a Wild West motif here.
We have a different spin on the classic sheriff. So Amity Island, Shark Week.
Still Shark Week.
Okay, can you just clarify which Shark Week we're talking about? The Lone Shark Week?
This is the week that a shark ate so many people.
Oh.
And he is, to be clear, he is a lone shark. It's just the one shark.
Got it.
So it is commemorating the shark that killed people. Just one shark that murdered a bunch of people. And it's not commemorating the people, but the shark.
Sheriff Bugsy is trying to stop the murders during Shark Week. Bugsley.
It's Bugsby.
Bugsby.
Yeah.
Second B.
I couldn't go through and update all of our notes when we learned that. So
earlier you had it as Bugsy, and now you have it as Bugsley. You weren't even consistent in your own notes?
It's possible we took separate notes.
I took some creative liberties. I thought that's why we were here.
Okay.
Okay, I just have a question. So there is a week dedicated to a shark that ate a bunch of people, and they're celebrating this week, but also Sheriff Bugsby is trying to stop the shark. The shark is still around?
Well, in this universe, he's Sheriff Bugsley.
Okay, but
sheriff
is stopping the shark that's still around, but the same shark the rest of the town seems to celebrate in a week, commemorating him for killing a bunch of people.
I see the confusion. You're thinking of Discovery Shark Week, but this is Amity Island Shark Week, and Sheriff Bugsley. Don't stop me.
Okay. I get that we have problems with names and the confusion, but I just want to point out again that this is the plot of a major movie of Jaws.
That's why it's familiar.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Okay, on both of these movies, I'm just going to be frank. I'm totally in love with any sort of art, and I don't believe that it has to be really intentional about couches. I mean, that's really embedded in a lot of our marketing, but and maybe you can just walk me through with this concept so I could help to understand. I'm not even sure I see where subliminally this concept would lead people to want to buy couches.
Matt, I thought John really liked this idea.
Oh, he did. But to Calafia, to your point, let me ask you something. When you, so suppose you find yourself without a place to live and you have to crash at your friend's apartments. What do people call that?
Couch surfing?
Right. Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
And when we think about couch surfing, we think about beaches, we think about sheriffs, and we think about Shark Week.
Will there be surfing
Cowabunga.
in this plot line here?
Yeah, the shark's name is Mouth. Mouth's primary victims are surfers.
Surfers. And
will that send the subliminal message that if you couch surf, you'll die?
Right, it's dangerous.
Yeah. And not so subliminal. I think that's overt, right? It's in the text.
Yeah.
Unless they're couch surfing on MetaMarket's couches. Right?
Love this. We love this.
Interesting. Okay.
Where the sheriff is going to protect them from couch surfing dangers.
Okay,
That's
we
a great idea,
making
Eric.
couch surfing safe.
no.
I totally get that.
We all like this.
No. So we had a whole situation last year about how buoyant our couches are or are not. And,
right.
the whole cruise ship fiasco. And I just
That was
really
rough.
don't want to try to overtly or subliminally tell anyone that they should be taking our couches into waters that are larger or deeper than 2 feet.
Okay.
Or replacing lifeboats with couches.
Right.
So-
Unless y'all want to reintroduce the inflatable couch line.
Yeah, we
No.
Yeah.
So Matt, I think
Anyway.
the next idea, the gigantic USS Gigantic, I think
do. Yeah.
probably pass on that one if we're avoiding water.
I've just got another, like a last idea in my notes.
Okay.
Great.
Sand-a-lot.
Sorry, say that again?
Sand-a-lot.
Sand a lot or sandlot?
Sand-a-lot.
Sand a lot.
Just Sand-a-lot.
Okay. Like the
Are we
like
going
the
for
children's movie.
I'm gonna mark that out. I'm just gonna.
Oh, I want to hear more. They really squandered their remake. Maybe we can bring some life back to that franchise.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm just gonna.
How do you all come up with these ideas, but you've clearly never seen a movie in your entire life? These are all very classic movies.
Well known.
Well, I'm not sure what you're implying.
We have classic ideas.
I mean, I don't own a TV. I don't watch movies, but I frequently print out IMDb and read it to make sure that I am part of the, social zeitgeist. Do you not do something like that?
Parallel thinking is something that happens a lot. Do you know how many books and movies were pitched with a little magic boy who discovers he's a wizard? And
I totally believe in parallel thinking. I
Sure.
mean, I totally agree, but that usually happens on one idea. It seems like several of your ideas. I mean, unless you have some sort of way to tap into a creativity channel that only contains blockbuster movies.
Let me remind you, and I've only seen an Olive Garden once, but tomato pasture. When you're here, we're family.
We're family. I remember that. It's really stuck in my mind.
That was one
It's
of
got
our classic
sticking power.
ideas. Yeah, it sticks. And you've all heard of tomato pasture. I mean, it's a staple.
No.
I honestly hadn't until
Yeah.
this meeting. No.
I do remember from the past 20 minutes though.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're ready to move on to our big idea.
Oh, okay.
Excellent.
This
Okay.
is our
Yeah.
this is the big one. Okay, that's what we're calling it, the big one.
Like Big Matt. Sorry.
Exactly.
No
exactly.
relation, though.
This is sort of a prequel story. Bugsby is a child, who wants more than anything to grow up, and we're thinking possibly Tom Hanks. He goes to a toy store. He dances on a giant piano. Classic family commercial. The big one.
Okay,
It's
but
big.
that's a movie called Big, starring Tom Hanks. That one does exist.
You're messing with me.
No, I wouldn't.
No.
Matt to
Tom
Matt,
Hanks
I would never.
took that?
Listen, let me print out the IMDb page for you.
So
Hold on. We sent this to Tom Hanks.
Did you send it to him like 30 years ago?
I don't know how he did it.
Did Tom Hanks respond?
it was a form letter.
I don't think that counts as him agreeing to sign on to this commercial.
Yeah, it sounds like he stole our idea.
Again, this was a film in I think the 1980s. It was,
Yeah.
I'm not saying I know how he did it.
which I guess would be 30 to 40 years ago.
This may be good news if we know that Tom Hanks has agreed to play this role in the past. I think it's more likely that he will settle back into a similar role.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Especially since we gave him the idea.
Get Tom Hanks back out there. Get his name back in people's homes, back in people's mouths.
Calathea, does Bugsby, a grown-up Bugsby, strike you as a Tom Hanks kind of?
No, first, Bugsby ages on different timelines because he's not a human. You know, he has a longer lifespan. We all know this. So I just think and also the signs of aging in the creature Bugsby is just very different than human signs of aging. So I think, just showing a grown-up Bugsby really stymies our future creativity of what Bugsby will grow up into. But second, I mean, this is you know me, I enjoy original creativity and I enjoy the protection of creativity. This is a really big copyright, issue here. And finally, we don't need another sequel. I think the creative department, in only coming up with original ideas and not reusing any idea, has made our position pretty firm on how we feel about sequels and trilogies other than those written by Tolkien.
Yeah. Matt?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, the Matts from the Big Matt. I just Googled you, which is something I should have done before. It seems like you are embroiled in just dozens of lawsuits about taking classic movies and turning them into ads or stealing slogans from other, and in all of these you've tried to show extensive proof that you have not seen any of this, and I'm not quite sure this is where we want to go. Is there anything definitively you can say or show to us to prove that you did not straight up steal this?
I don't even own a TV.
I have already told you how I don't own a TV, but I have the ability to print out IMDb.
No computer. That's why you have a binder.
That's why you use this 3-ring notebook, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wait. Who's sending us emails from M. Matthews at Big Matt Consulting Creative?
Huh. Oh, those are our competitors.
Yep.
What?
That's a bummer. They got the domain, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Been there.
Mm-hmm.
What's their
It's
company
kind of
name?
the mess we're in right now.
I mean, this would explain why you kept sending us snail mail to set up this meeting.
And I want to clear my name. Maybe Matt has stolen some ideas I never have. The only thing I've ever stolen in my life was a car, and I served my time.
Yeah, Matt has clearly stolen ideas, and you guys work with him every day, so I don't understand.
Wait, we're talking about me now.
That's open source. It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt.yachts.
We believe in open source creative.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well, when you put it that way, it's...
that exists, though. There's a Creative Commons. There's a process for that. It's not the Hollywood studio process. That's the opposite.
What is public domain?
I believe in creatively remixing content. I do think that there's interesting things to be done. I thoroughly support a lot of my creative teams. Plenty of time spent on fan fiction, but this is not even that far derivative from the original storyline.
I think we're being too hard on the Matts here, and maybe this is just a Matt thing, but I feel like we're getting
something.
Who, me?
Yeah, I think maybe just to because I've never actually directly asked you all. Could we just go around real quick and state if we've ever stolen anything, and if so, when it was?
Oh, sure.
Oh,
so
okay.
Obviously Matthews.
Yes, you stole a car.
One stole a car.
And your hearts?
No, that's a good one though. I was thinking about using that. But I'm not going to steal it. Have I stolen? Yes. Yeah, I stole a pair of shoes from a roommate.
Okay. Did you serve your time for that?
I don't think they noticed. He had 50 pairs of shoes, and they just fit me really good.
Got it.
So I guess no, I haven't.
Okay. The last Matt, do you want to go?
I've never stolen ideas. I did steal one thing, and I I once stole my business partner's identity.
He did. It was good too.
From you?
My credit's ruined.
Oh,
Wow.
It's actually much easier when you have the same name.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you had the same name already.
Yeah.
He started the way he started it was he asked to compare social security numbers to see if we had the same one.
Shouldn't fall for that.
Yeah.
For a while, his nickname around the office was just his social security number.
Ouch. Wait, that's
It's like a terrible plan.
much harder to remember and longer than Matt.
I thought it was
But
funny
less
too.
confusing.
I guess it's very unique.
It's true. Disambiguation.
But listen, I do want to try this one more time. So maybe these Matts are coming to us with stolen movie ideas. Okay.
We haven't gone through what everyone has stolen, Matt.
Dang.
I can't.
Well, I
All
thought
right.
you were just asking the Mats.
No. I want to know for you too as well.
I, only operate on a consent model, so I haven't taken anything from anyone that they haven't given me their explicit permission to take. Yeah, I would say that that is effective from 2002 onward, and I won't talk about what happened before 2002.
It's well known.
Yeah.
I've stolen every 2 weeks for the last 20 years. When I go get a haircut, I sign up online for the buzz cut for $18, but I end up getting a full haircut with like a shampoo, which should be $23. At this point, they like me and they know me enough, so I don't know if it still counts as stealing, but at least at the beginning, it was partially theft.
Right. What are they shampooing?
My scalp.
Oh,
Do you tip?
Oh, of course,
That's theft.
but not
What?
I'm not the perpetrator of that theft, but I agree.
I'm sorry. Tipping is theft? What?
Well, yeah, the big three: tipping, taxation, and time those are the real thefts in society.
Guys like
Okay.
us, we don't need to be. Why do we have to give them money?
That's a whole
Eric,
nother
do you not tip?
topic.
No, I do tip, but I recognize that the system of tipping is stealing from workers. Like I participate because I'm aware of the theft.
I see. Right. Because they should be paid a wage.
Right.
Got
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
I think Matt
to
and I
go a
might be on
long
a different
way.
page about this. Matt and I might disagree about the nature of this
I
theft.
just-
No, I'm with you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. You guys probably agree.
Okay,
Well,
I'm
we
sorry.
don't
So,
need to go right talk about that.
So
Kate,
mouth.
did we get to you? Do you
have
you stolen? Do you steal?
I did steal. I was unaware that it was stealing at the time, but when I was 9 years old, I was unfortunately involved in a goldfish fighting ring.
What?
And I really hated that goldfish were having such terrible lives in pet stores. And some nice people came up to me and said that they could give goldfish better lives, and we just had to create a plan to sneak them out of the stores.
Wow.
Which I thought they were like going back to the wild, but I later found out it was a fighting ring.
So what if one of these goldfish was named Nemo, and Bugsby had
That's
to?
No.
no.
okay.
Sorry, I can't control when inspiration strikes.
Sure. How about you write that down with your
Yeah.
colored
Yeah,
pencils or
that-
something?
It's a
Just
good
write
idea.
it-
Yeah.
Write it down. Leave a blank space where Bugsby would have been, and use it for your next client.
I want to try.
Yeah.
I want to try one more time. So,
Wow. Really?
Matt's are
Wow.
bringing us these stolen ideas,
Mhm.
but we do
Allegedly.
believe in remix culture, right? And it is a creative
That's-
act to do mashups. So, Matt's, why not pitch us one project that's all of these projects together? That would be unique.
And terrible. Well, I don't know. Sure. Go ahead. Try.
So Sheriff Bugsby
Mhm.
used to be a child.
Yep.
But now
Is that an
He's-
airport?
at an airport for Shark Week. And
I'm sorry, one last time. Let's clarify which Shark Week we're talking about here.
Well, in
But
this one,
I think
it's
both.
the
It
Shark
has to
Week.
be.
Yeah, it's the Shark Week where everyone's getting killed by a shark,
At an airport?
A loan
And-
shark.
and Discovery. I've never heard of it.
So,
Great. So we're at an airport. It's Shark Week.
Yes, it's Shark Week at an airport. I think there's a terrorist named Nemo.
Okay.
Who
An interesting take.
steals Bigsby's shoes and makes him walk on glass.
Bugsby.
We did get Ellen for this project. She's desperate.
Yeah, and for the part of
when you say get her, do you mean you got a form letter?
We got a form letter from Ellen, yeah.
Okay. It's not getting her. Okay, keep going.
For the sake of incorporating Big, I thought Bigsby would be.
I see.
Yeah. So
actually, I don't see. But okay.
So he has to walk across glass without his shoes, and then reconnects with his estranged wife.
And Ellen can't remember a thing.
Let's muse on it, guys, and we'll send you a letter back. Seems
Great.
like your address is actually within the tomato pasture building. So we'll know where to find you.
And I just want to leave you with this. When you're here, we're family.
We're family, yeah.
We're family. Yeah.
Can't forget it.
Excellent. It makes us feel so included.
All right. We got to go, and we've got a meeting with our lawyers here in a few minutes. So
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Tell John I said hi.
Thank you, Mats.
We'll try.
Good luck. Yeah, actually, tell John we said hi.
Yeah, you tell him. I'll tell John.
Okay.
You might see him first.
All right. I'll just stop the recording, Carrie.
Okay.
This meeting has ended. To subscribe to This Startup is Being Recorded, go to the podcast player of your choice and tap a button that likely says subscribe. More content is on Twitter at StartupRecorded, or shoot us an email with ideas, feedback, or your personal startup horror story at hello@startuprecorded.com. Matt Matthews and Matt Matthews were played by Austin Wyford and Andrew Farley. You can hear them both with co-host Leah Morse on the Better Movie Club podcast, an improv comedy podcast about movies that could be better. Find it on your favorite podcasting app or visit www.bettermovieclub.com for links. Kate is played by Valerie Garrison. Valerie is a product manager and regularly plays with the improv troupe Letters to Chicken online. You can find her on Twitter at @TheValGarris. Eric is played by Barry Wright. Barry is a product manager at Spotify and a co-founder of Highwire Improv. Find him by his name on LinkedIn, where he holds regular office hours, or at highwireimprov.com. Matt is played by Marty McGuire. Marty is a senior web engineer and improviser in New York City. You can find Marty's comedy, code, and cats on his website at mmg.re. Calathea is played by Robin Stegman. Robin is a digital campaign manager for Ocean Conservancy and is a comedian mostly found at Highwire Improv. You can find her on all the social medias, and she does mean all, at @rstegi. Thank you for listening.